We are at either a pre-game party or a post-game party in the South somewhere. And a lot of Catholics are getting drunk. And Vera, it seems like she's pretty drunk, and she is dancing around at that get-together to the music, and she asked group after group, what do you know about Melton? Asking for 9/11 Flat 93 checks for over a decade, not getting one. And yes, Catholics like Randall Stevenson next door bought Spectrum to harass a Christian in a wheelchair, being an active part in that. And yes, he's got that, at least the audio going. She'll be checking it out the next day and telling the folks who they need to call to expose the Pope's hatred in America. A Catholic general is before the Senate subcommittee, and the senator is looking at lots of paper, and he says, "You have been busy, General. All these overstepping of your boundaries, of whatever your job entails. What had you hijacking America's lifelines and stealing mail?" And the general says, "I can do anything I want. I'm a general." And the senator says, No, you can't, General. Tell us the truth." And the general jumps up. He says, "You can't handle the truth." He sits down and calms down, and then he says, "Oh, the Pope told me I could." So Arnold Schwarzenegger is out in the driveway of his mansion with Tommy, the no-armed Chinese fella, and he says, "Are you sure this is all right? They usually just deposit into that Cayman Islands account." And Tommy says, "Oh yeah, the Pope himself told Wu, his boss, to pay off the governor of California." And yes, Leah and Mia are toting the sacks of money into Arnold's shed. And he said, "Well, I'm not the governor of California anymore." Oh yeah. Active in America's hijacked lifelines during his entire career of being that governor. Wouldn't surprise me if he is Catholic. Helicopter, 9/11, Flight 93, check and post and 5. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. Gonna mail me some. Make a video of it first and use those GPS things to find America's stolen mail warehouses. If it's not a bill addressed to me, it's gonna be stolen. And yeah, look for a whole lot of Catholics actively involved in America's and the world's hijacked lifelines, and call them 24/7, 365 Parker fleet of noisemakers. I got that idea from a Catholic. Outside their homes, get them screaming out what else they're doing besides being an active part in America's hijacked lifelines, the world's hijacked lifelines as well. Sophia wakes up in the middle of the night, and her husband asks, "Nightmare?" And she says, "Oh yeah." They had gone to a party and seen a whole lot of me telling the world to check their family's lifelines in front of the Pope and Catholics and all that kind of stuff. And she had a dream. She was in a Colosseum. And the Pope looked down at her and asked, "What religion are you?" And she says And those lions are coming at her, and she picks up that phone to call for help, and yes, it's poked. It's hijacked. So a Catholic general is walking with Catholic Governor California Newsom, and some college kids, walk up. And they know how to do it. Oh, you're doing a great job, and this and that and the other, and those smiles on the governor's and the general's face just gets bigger and bigger. And then those college student one makes a video of the other's call to me, 424-229-4140. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking, and they just fly off the handle of the governor and the general. They're yelling and screaming. And the college students ask, as well as getting this chant going, they ask, were you this uninformed? When we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Husseins and got attacked with placing that cowardly Hussein in our White House? Sarge has the men assembled to watch a whole lot of videos of federal and military and just plain streets unseen business surveillance techniques. And he explains as they watch Arnold taking the wrong path, he explains, you will be approached by the Muslim streets after your tour of duty. They will blur the line between us and them. If you fall for that, and Arnold will, in the video there, we will have to do this to you. What they're doing to Arnold, all kinds of surveillance. And yes, an Oriental fella walks up to Arnold after his discharge and says, do you want to be a part of impersonating Melton? Stone Cold Melton, Son of Carter Mary? Part of the biggest disinformation campaign for a millennia. This is a video I'm remaking. I'm going to remake it after this. It was a non-talkie. And you have to understand, when I talk about the Solari Enterprises, dangerous Muslims on site, and the Chinese as well, they are incensed. I mean, time after time, I'll design an image, a saint's image, and they will literally go crazy. I see high-tech toys left and right. At times, I will call this immaculate apartment here, I dream a genie and whiz. Because it is the losers of the lower parts of the streets, particularly the Chinese and the Muslims, yes, literally incensed by truth. Make a video if you had that call to me, 424-229-4140. Incensed by truth, and they just go crazy, literally. They go crazy over saints imagery. It's something to see and document and get them out of here, because I have work to do. Design saints imagery and building Jesus' immaculate house. Come see me, let's get started. Tear down the great wall of evil. Muslim, Chinese, Catholic, evil. And let's get started. Jennifer and Gina, two college students, are on their way to a class, and they hear a chant in the distance. In peace, because we can't reach. Melton. Recall, because we can't call. 424-229-4140. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. No certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS, none of that. Get that on video. And yes, they got the big 5 binders of truth, and they go join that chant for that photo op that gets turned into truth. And yes, it's Sandra, the guardian angel, getting the truth out about America's hijacked lifelines. Go chant, and yes, make that 5-minute video when you try to call me and you don't know when else your phone won't be allowed to work. Post. I'm Melton. This is gold. Motorized wheelchair. A sharp wheelchair. This is my chest imagery. Anything you see on my chest, that's not a DVD from years ago. It's a photo. It's 4x6 graphic art. 30,000 plus graphic art photos you can turn into tabletop graphic art with laminate will last longer, and a couple of paper clips taped to the back. Print me out, print me, and gold out. And remember to make that video of America's hijacked lifelines. Not one Flight 93 check call. Oh, excuse me, I'm still saying that. Of the world's hijacked lifelines and dangerous, cowardly Catholics, different than the Muslim folks and the Mormon cult folks in Utah and the Mideast, they're off in their own little worlds. The Catholics are next door, and they have been an active part in your family's hijacked lifeline, with me spreading the word about it with my graphic art and videos for 11 years and much longer than that. So get it on video. Your hijack call to me. That'd be Catholic Randall Stevenson stealing your call to get his hands bloody, and you don't know who else he's stealing your call to. Could be a boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, censorship talked and boring. And then getting his hands even bloodier, altering phone records, cover that out. It doesn't do him much good when we all have Randall Stevenson's and the Catholics bloody-handed phone gate on video. Jay Walker has walked into the country club and he says, "Hear, hear. What is going on?" His son, hijacked lifelines Walker, had went across town and to do some street stuff, make easy money, that kind of thing. And a whole lot of folks had asked, what are you doing for the poll that's going to affect us, aside from our hijacked lifelines, not one flight 93 check call, and over a decade of asking, no certified mail, no non-certified mail, no FedEx, no UPS. And they got that on video. Their hijacked call in front of the Walkers. What else are you doing for the Pope? Milk. And this is my imagery. Oh, you don't have to wear Melton's imagery. MeltonPrints.blogspot.com and other sites. Oh my. We'll show you where to download 30,000 graphic art photos. My graphic art prepared as 4x6 photos. That's how you gotta print them out. Print out a set of what you like and print some out for those you know. And remember to make that video of your hijack call to me. Not one flight 93 check call. And over a decade of asking. Get it on video. The world's hijacked lifelines. And yes, you have to size up the 8x10s yourself. 30,000 plus graphic art photos. And yes, the saints-imagery.blogspot.com ones are prepared as 4x6 photos as well. Make that video of your stolen call. Come see me in person in Eagle Rock neighborhood in northern Los Angeles. And let me design some imagery with you. And the second call to Solari Enterprises. I'm processing my videos. Compromising security of a nation. So excuse me, I want to get this. This is me calling time after time after time, and Iranian Solari Enterprises being the devil, harassing a Christian in a wheelchair, and you, that your family's lifeline not reaching me, and you don't know when else it won't be allowed to work. Ask your senator. Why are these dangerous Muslim folks making a whole lot of money from Solari, from Hakla? Why are they active in our hijacked lifeline? What else are they doing?
Sheriff's Department's emergency phone system is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Is Mr. Brady calling again about the noise from apartment 309? Can you do anything about that? And once again, can I find out who to call that you have to answer to that protects a Christian in a wheelchair from your Muslim company? Being very open and easily documented in your hatred. It's a hate crime. Make that everybody who's watching, listening to this as I post it to the internet,
You're
make
watching.
that video of every member of
I also
Solari
post the audios of my
Enterprises
messages.
selling their souls to do such
Enter
things as
for
arrest me, a Christian in
my,
a wheelchair, and active in your family's hijacked lifeline. You
myself.
try to call me 424-229-4140 in front of every member.
With
It
these dangerous
seems to go
Muslims
back and
running
forth,
wild.
Bridgeport to Vergara, who's pretending to be the regional manager. Find out who the top is and get the Senate subcommittee, get senators calling them up.
This is
Find
what the
out
front
why
of
they
this
are
place looks
harassing
like,
Christian
at
in a
least the
wheelchair.
view from it.
Open up that Senate subcommittee and
Got
yeah,
big
make sure
glass
they're
windows
hold their
where they do
employees,
their
especially the man
conferences.
down below screaming
Very
at me
thin apartment
in Shauna's office. Make sure they're all legal
complex, but about 50.
in America here, and
Units.
yeah, you point out the fact that they're active in your family's hijacked lifeline left and right.
These are the saints.
I know you got the security guard on the weekend.
They hate the
Whoever's
saints.
there
They hate Catholics
that
involved in
hasn't
America's
answered the
hijacked
phone.
lifeline.
I got one answer
Muslim
yesterday. That's
Solari
about it.
Enterprises. They've been ducking.
Still ducking. 3 months ago was the 22nd when I
Literally the only
was
time I saw
screamed
the
at
woman
in
past
your
couple
office
months, I
and
believe,
you
the
didn't do
manager,
your job.
is when I'm letting the doctor in. And,
If you can do
I
anything
don't have
about the
time to
noise,
talk.
please do. I
Got
know you
my,
got a security guard here on the
appointment.
weekend. You know why I can't call
It's
the
very
cops?
cold,
The man
very
was
calculated.
threatening me in the office. He'll probably be beating me.
Their
in your
harassment
office
of
to
a
show how much
Christian
of
in a
a
wheelchair.
terrorist, how much your company,
Oh,
Solari
this is the
Enterprises,
Saints.
is harassing a Christian in a wheelchair.
Saints-imagery.blogspot.com.
You know why I can't call the
I
cops?
do. I'm
Please
not making
do
any
your
money
job.
off of my AT&T
If you're
livelihood.
satisfied with the message,
And
press
Lifeline?
1 to leave the number from which you are calling.
I'm not making any money. You can't reach me. You get a boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal. That is Catholic Randall Stevenson bought Spectrum next door to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. You see Spectrum, that's AT&T now. Dangerous monopoly, out of control with their harassment projects worldwide. Get it on video. You trying to call me in front of every Catholic there is, from the Pope on down. Make the video. Time on your phone, number dial, post. Whatever you get when you don't get me. And call up Solari Enterprises left and right. Meet them. See, Shauna told the dangerous man down below when I was going across to get my food the only time in the past year. Had insulin poisoning last year. Only time since then I've gone out is go across to get food and pills. And she told the man to lie in wait there and then threaten me in her office, as well as scream at me out on Eagle Rock Boulevard. These folks are dangerous, but out of control. Call your senator, call up Solari Enterprises left and right, meet them at the grocery store, the mosque, wherever they go. And you let them know somebody's watching, even if the corrupt, cowardly LAPD Moore and county sheriff and state trooper coward, they're not doing their jobs of very easily documented censorship. Let them know America's keeping an eye on that, and send videos of all of that to your senator. Say, why aren't you looking into this? Do we have to put you in the corrupt, cowardly California government a folder? Do something about it. It's a threat to our security. The generals, the military's not doing the job. Dangerous Iranians running wild at Teague Terrace here. I've often heard ISIS and Taliban from the patio out there and from AT&T's parking lot. Make that video. Time on your phone. My number dialed 424-229-4140. Post whatever you get when you don't get me. Randall is a Catholic, and he has been called to Vatican City by the Pope. There's some monks
a chanting in the background. And the Pope says, I've heard that a lot of the Catholics that went to school with Milton have been making easy money, active in fraud, and impersonating one and only Milton, John Milton Brady, calmly and patiently waiting to build the Immaculate House, Jesus' Immaculate House. And Randall says, oh yeah, I can get you in on that. I got about 20 I can introduce you to now, and I'll talk to those other Catholics, and we'll get some more stuff going. We're at a party, a get-together, perhaps football? Yeah, they go all out in the South, I know that. Whatever you're getting together for, there's a guy with a whole lot of Catholics' numbers on the backs of impeach Governor Newsom because we can't reach Milton, recall because we can't call, get that chant going at photo ops, and yes, this image here has Catholics right there. You'll find when you're calling up like the Mormon cult in Utah or wherever they are with you, or you're calling up the dangerous Muslim folks on American soil, you will find that they talk a different language, but yeah, when you call up those Catholics, get it on video. They're like right next to you. They're not off in their own little world. You get them to tell you what their part is in America's high-tech life and it's the world's high-tech life. Solari Enterprises, among many other folks, wrote this image with their hate crime. Praying to the 9/11 devil down below. This is about the third, maybe the fourth. I've lost count. Today, and more last night.
Dangerous Iranian terrorist Christian in a wheelchair at this apartment complex, and you know they're going to be doing that elsewhere.
Sorry about that.
They're making that easy.
That's not the message, that's just before the message, and it's true as hell.
323-810-4959.
$30,000 graphic art photos at daffodilia.blogspot.com, DAFFODILIA. I'd have the nice vote-truth.blogspot.com, another place to go to find those 30,000. You can size up yourself for the 8x10s there as 4x6, like this. It's my AT&T livelihood. It's the dangerous folks, Catholics with Governor Newsom, waiting for the dangerous Iranian Muslims on site to kill me, so he can go on to be president. This is a hate crime.
Is Mrs. Brady, apartment 409, calling to complain about the noise from apartment 309? It's about
I often get the feeling it's occurring in waves and waves, as in on every hour or every 2 hours. Means it's organized crime
Enrique
of what I call the Great Wall of China.
Promotion, he had the man come up and beat on the door after I told him about the
that's easily documented. Do that. Put it on those 1,000 tales of the devil's people are walking among us.
As if it was management, saying if I get one more noise complaint out of you, you crippled fuck.
That's the Solari Enterprises Muslim Iranian hatred that wrote this image.
You told him
their hate.
They're
dangerous terrorists on American soil. Make sure they're all legal.
Across the street and he laid in wait with a shell and then screamed at me on Eagle Rock
So
Boulevard.
that's what placed the cowardly Hussein in our White House. Right up, we got attacked by a whole lot of cowardly Hussein.
Solari Enterprises take terrorists.
Politically correct, run amok.
Do you have the
and
video
being dangerous as hell.
Because you look like you're sweeping it under the rug and not doing a thing about hate crime on your property. That man harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. Can you tell me which one
The
of those
same as
agencies
a
you have to
Catholic
answer to
Irish cop
that I
thug
can talk
glaring
to
me down
about that?
and making reference to my 93 checks
Thank you.
before I ended up in the wheelchair
If you're satisfied with the message,
outside the cathedral in downtown LA as I was walking up to get
phone
food.
number 42422294140.
Get Catholic's numbers,
Press 1.
all
To send your
Catholics.
message with
And you
normal
try to
tone,
call me and
thank
ask
you.
why
Your
is the
message has been
Pope
sent.
active in harassing a Christian in a wheelchair? What else is he doing worldwide? You're going to Vatican City or Italy and you go by Vatican City, you try to call me with them putting on a show with the Pope and say this man right here is active in the world's hijacked lifelines. We need to do something about that. In his position, not knowing about me, telling the world about their hijacked lifelines for 11 years, he is very active in that, and you need to put the spotlight on that. As well as all Catholic Governor Newsom and any other Catholics I may have gone to kindergarten with in Monroe, Louisiana, wherever they have scurried off to. They're scurrying off to places to be an active part in America's hijacked lifeline, like David Rose in Seattle, providing the fake news and working with cops in his neck of the woods there in Seattle to be harassing of those wanting to build a better world. Get David Rose's number on speed dial for a lot of folks who have seen the Pope's hatred through him and many others in America and worldwide. Get it on video post. Come see me. Have wit, we'll travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house without the devil Catholics in the way of me doing that. So the General and Ray, a Catholic, they are going over some defense project surplus spending, and they're looking around their shoulders, looking outside the door. They're making sure nobody's getting that, hearing about their malfeasance, their treason, their defense fraud. And yeah, someone has left that phone with the audio maker going in the drawer there at the desk. So yes, this Catholic in charge of hijacking America's lifelines and fraud is in for a surprise. Sarge is checking up on the private of the military pit bull project, and he's looking over this database of numbers of Catholics involved in the world's hijacked lifelines. Corrupt, cowardly Catholic Randall Stevenson, AT&T, for example, as well as popes, archbishops. And he says, how did you get this? That's a lot of good stuff. He said, I went into AT&T's computers. I should tell you there are quite a few Catholic generals there, and he says, that's great, son. They've been a thorn in the side of the military and true believers for a long time. It's time for that to stop. Hit the button again. This is Milton's fun, fictional, hell on earth, Utah on earth, Vatican City on earth. It's my fun fiction. You don't have to worry about it till you flatline. See that bright light? And Tommy, the no-armed Chinese fella, is with a Catholic somewhere worldwide who has been personally a part of, with impersonators in the Catholic Church, yes. Impersonating yours truly and they're wise to him wherever he's talking, and he doesn't know what to say, and Tommy whispers in his ear what to say, and they say, oh, he says. Oh, they're treating him real well in Eagle Rock there, and this, that, the other. And yeah, Tommy and the Catholic coward in our fun fiction get that iron against their lips in that mean place, hanging by their balls of steel. So they get to kiss hell because they're in the way of Jesus' immaculate house. Tour guide in the White House is doing her usual talk for the tour guide, and she walks past the Oval Office and does a double take. She backs up, excuses herself from the tour, and she goes into the Oval Office and she says, aren't you the Pope? And the Pope says, oh yeah, I'm trying it on for size. I'm getting that papal states worldwide going on again with corrupt, cowardly AT&T next door. They time their parkings and their backup harassment noise for when I'm away from this phone. But yeah, he's going to put the Pope in the White House hush-hush style. So a concerned citizen walks up to Gary Floyd, says, you're a Catholic, went to Catholic school? And he says, yeah. And the guy asks him, do you know how I could make some easy money impersonating Melton, John Melton Brady, calmly and patiently waiting in that immaculate apartment to build Jesus' immaculate house, when some folks true to their faith, true to Jesus, true to truth, they show up, besides of course the Catholics, Governor Newsom here in California, being active in the rest of the world's AT&T livelihoods and AT&T lifelines. And yeah, he makes a good documentary video. Get that bit of truth to the world, guys. Expose them for what they are, cowardly Catholics. I'm Milton, and this is my sugar chick, a parable for the day. Apparently it takes a whole lot of blood sugar to grow a new pair of eyes, and that's what I'm doing. Doing a little genetic carpentry as the son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables. YouTube.com/Melton4Imagery. I can go there. It's where you can find a whole lot of 351. My videos yesterday, and well, I didn't design any imagery yesterday. Had to spend too long processing the videos from the day before. I got another set. Yeah, if the sugar count's high, well then I shouldn't eat. Then I can't design a beautiful, truthful imagery. And the Great Wall of Chinese evil, Muslim evil, Catholic evil lately, and yeah, always. Wins, they have me not design an imagery. Too weak. Smaller browner circle disappearing, bigger bluer circles growing in through and around. This part right here, the brown, is missing. Genetic carpentry, spiral staircase work of me and the angels. Know what's going on with the eyes? Yeah, come see me in person. The inner part there that can be looks a little tannish right now, can be whitish. It can be larger. The brown part, the tan part, can be smaller. It all depends on the day. And yes, I've had sugar counts up into the 500s and below 100. One or two of those, I think. But yeah, pretty much the same. Check out the Sugar Chick Parables, youtube.com/DNFD series. And Melton for Imagery as well. And yes, find the links Excel on SOACAM@live.com, SOACAM@live.com. You'll find a few more YouTubes, and look for the Sugar Chicks. I'm not even sure. Could be on ChristComplex2@gmail.com. But they're from well over a year ago. Check it out. See what I mean? Pretty much the same. High sugar counts, low sugar counts. It means either, it's an electronic device, just like your phone. Try to call me. 424-229-4140. It's either some Chinese guy throwing a dart, or it's necessary to grow a new pair of eyes. Whole new body. Very painful with the muscles and the bones right now. Ankle biter wound, that should be right there. And this just appeared a couple days ago. It's not a scratch. Has something to do with these. Whole bunch around the knee here. Ongoing genetic carpentry. And yeah, that right between the eyes there, my lightning bolt scar. It's yeah, once again, not a scratch, not a scar. It's a went into a pool back in the 90s. It got a little red there for a short period of time afterwards, and yeah, that showed up right there. And there's a whole lot of work going on with the bones. Always has been. You check out the Pope's isolation project, harassment project of the 70s. Photos of me back then, and you'll find you. Always smiling, that closed mouth smile. And yes, knowing it's part of the process. Slowly but surely growing a new body back then in the 70s. Come see me in person, have Whitwood travel, show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house. Immaculate house. Best people to start building with. Couple paper clips and some tape, and you got some tabletop art. Enjoy. And yes, you gotta see me in person, do that. You'll find a lot of Mormon cult, Muslim cult folks on site, and every once in a while some Catholics, although excuse me, the Pope has them keep a low profile. But when the Governor of California is Catholic and he's not saying anything about me asking for a 9/11 Flight 93 check for over a decade, 11 years actually, not getting one, and when all those 9/11 Flight 93 checks are going around worldwide and the Pope doesn't know anything about that, make that video, time on your phone, my number dial, date in your video. Make a video of the Pope's cowardly Catholics taking part in America's hijacked lifelines, the world's hijacked lifelines, for a long time now, back in the 70s. Come see me. Show me that perfect place to build, and yes, sooner or later the Catholic, right there in between AT&T and Chinese there, it'll show up. I've designed it. Then somebody stopped the GIMP from working properly with the drop shadows. I like to use the 0, kind of drop shadows, and it's on the top, bottom side. When you need it to be more easily read, and it was not working. Otherwise, the names I hope to get up there on the Flickr or OneDrive. I think I do have it on OneDrive. One or the other. I was gonna just put them all here. All those folks I know from Catholic schooling. But no, GIMP not cooperating, and a lot of hate being thrown at me from a lot of different folks. Let me know my imagery and purple videos are bouncing around worldwide. Come see me, have Whitwood travel, show me the perfect place to build. See you in the next video. You'll have to excuse if you're watching some of these Saints videos of 4x6s that I've designed. You follow the link saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Download, print them out. Next time you print out your family's photos, print out a set or two of the Saints. I've got all 12 months covered now. There might be a miss here and there as far as getting every day. But I want you to know, when you're watching these videos, I just watched Hatred. I take great care, I look very carefully, and it was done to taunt in a personal way, a devil sister, knife in the back kind of way. Because I'm not watching the whole video of 30 plus saints, I'm just going to what I've selected, and then I'm titling. I don't have time to watch the whole thing. And the devil sister, she literally, about 3 or 4 images in, turned all kinds of high-tech toys, turned the image upside down. The one with the barbed wire, it was from Burbank, like this one. And often I'll design a saint's image. It's usually the computer in the bedroom, because it's the only one that has Old English. And yes, I've had a computer broken yesterday, and the laptop not work properly. A computer with the internet and my laptop with the Wi-Fi to my internet. And yes, the devil just goes crazy. Muslim folks, Mormon folks, Chinese folks. So if you see something turned upside down to taunt, it was, the first few images to taunt me. Don't make videos, we'll alter them. It tells me how many can see these videos, and yes, if you get them and you print them out, go ahead and make a video like I do. Say whatever you want to say. Let the angels guide your hands and words. And post and repost my imagery, not just the saints, but the Flight 93 check imagery as well. Like that video of yours. Stolen call to me, 424-229-4140. Make the video, post the video, come see me in person. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. John Milton Breeze, the full name. Come see me. Tell me what you think of the saints. The devil steals your calls. And show me that saints video you made. Nice little 4x6 perhaps. It works a little better than the screen. You know, the quality of the video. Print out the images. Enjoy. Come see me and I'll put you in the imagery. How's that?